Hello guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Hope you guys are having a great day today. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the Tuna Squad. If your life is not great, tune in to make it better, because that's what we are about. So today, in today's video, if you guys follow me on Instagram, king_299, I did a poll asking you guys whether if you want to see me if you guys wanted to see me install the headers myself, and all of you said yes. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be attempting to remove the headers. That's going to be part 1. It's going to be a multi-part video because there's multiple parts to replace here, and there's many steps. And I won't be starting the car like right away because I'm going to be changing the spark plugs and spark plug wires. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well. So you guys are going to have a lot of content, and hopefully everything goes well. Fingers crossed that this goes well, and that's what we're looking like today. So without further ado, tune in. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the stuff out of the car. I had intended to take this car to a shop and have them do it. However, I want to cut costs as much as possible so that 1, I can order new parts for this car, and 2, I'm trying to buy a car next year. So that's really important to me. This vehicle is very important because it's going to allow me to move forward at my job and make more money and make more content for you guys. So that is why I actually do like the idea that you guys wanted to see this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out of the car real quick, and I actually have to back the car up. I have to back the car up and get this car on jack stands. I haven't started this car in over a week, and it's about to be very loud. So I'm actually going to show you guys how loud this car is because I'm curious myself. Alright, so I got the car all jacked up on jack stands. It's actually the first time having them on both and having the car suspended like this. What I'm going to do, just for added safety, and this is something that everybody should do, and luckily I didn't get rid of my spare tires or my stocks, mainly because nobody wants them, but I'm going to add 2 tires to put underneath the car just in case something goes wrong. And something that's also wrong is I haven't had my coffee yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tires underneath the car so that just for added safety, so for 1, I don't get hurt, because that would be not cool if I got hurt, and it's just going to have to be like that. So that's what we're looking like. Alright, so I just went to go get some PB Blaster, and I sprayed the bolts. We have a total of 8 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have 1, 2, 3, then 4, and you have 3 on the bottom. If you guys look right down here, you should guys be able to see it. We grinded this down over a year ago, and this one doesn't have a nut on top. This one, it's the one on the corner. Let me just ask you to see. It's one it's right there. That one's pretty difficult to get to, only because the bolt didn't go through it. So that's the main cause of the oil leak, or the exhaust leak, because one of these bolts couldn't go all the way in. But now we don't have to worry about that because I have the real thing. Also, I sprayed the bolts on the bottom as well, so that's definitely going to help. So right now, I'm going to get some tools, and I'm going to start trying to take it off. And before I do take it off completely, if I am successful, I'm going to show you guys the carnage and why exactly this wasn't actually put on the way it was supposed to be put on. Alright, so I got the tools out, and quickly I just measured to see what size bolts these are. These are all 8 of these bolts are 12 mil. So if you're ever doing your headers, you're using a 12 millimeter socket. So that should definitely help you get those off. And you may have better luck than I do, who knows? But also, why the fuck does it look like it's raining the wrong way? Also, I will be replacing the spark plugs and spark plug wires. Not in this video, but in a later video. And we really need to get this engine bay all cleaned up. Like, this engine bay really needs Jesus. But I will show you. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the carnage underneath. Alright, so here's the carnage. As you see, my exhaust is right there. And right here is the flex pipe. Right here is the flex pipe. That's part of the mid pipe. This part kept scraping against the ground. You guys can tell right there. And as you guys can see, it's really meant to flex or whatever. That's why it's called flex pipe. And as you guys can see right here, I kept scraping against it, and it kept backfiring or making back shots. My suspicion that is the back shots kept going through here, and eventually it just gave out. So this whole thing dropped, and right there is supposed to be an exhaust hanger, but for some reason this car did not come with one. So I'm not exactly sure what's up with that, but that's definitely a leading cause as to why the exhaust fell. And last year we had to put a hanger on it. It was just a temporary fix, but I definitely need to get an exhaust hanger, which I will be getting. Next video I will be getting that, but in this video I'm just trying to take this out without tribulations. Only reason why I'm doing this first is that the other videos cannot happen. The other videos cannot happen if that cannot come off today. So that's why I am doing this first. If I can do this today and get it off, then everything else can flow nicely. But if I cannot, this car does have to go to a shop. So it's either way, this car's gonna get done, whether I do it or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. I would bring the camera underneath, but it's kind of hard to film it. So I'll update you guys if I have any progress. Alright, so sometime later, things are going very smoothly. I got the mid pipe off. Here's what it looks like. As you guys can see, it's a little burnt only because there's no gaskets. And you can see how golden that is. And you can see where it broke off at and where I was scraping. I had to bring out the safety glasses because dirt was getting in my eyes, or getting all over me. I do recommend wearing safety glasses if you're doing something like this. Now it's time for the scary part, to see if those come off. So I'm gonna set you guys up. I think I can get that. I think I can film that. I'm gonna set you guys up and start tackling it.
Silky feet.
So I got the headers off, no problems at all. I am very happy because that means we can move forward. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and get the other headers, um, just the header, just the manifold portion. I'm not going to install the downpipe today, but just for the sake of getting dust into my into the head, it's looking pretty empty in there. Goddamn. Just for the sake of that, I'm going to go ahead and put the new header in, and with the new gaskets, and it should go smoothly. I was scared I was going to strip. I was really scared that I was going to strip, but some PB Blaster and some good faith, we got this thing off. So, I also got little something stuck in there. But I can't believe I did it all by myself. This beats spending money on a shop to have them do it. So, only thing I will take the car to a shop for is the oil leak. But that's it. I'm doing everything else myself. I have to become independent. I didn't buy tools not to use them. So that's what this whole situation is about. And your boy's excited. So what we are going to have to do though is get an adjustable wrench. Take this sensor off. You have an O2 sensor on the intake manifold. That's what this is called. No, exhaust manifold. My bad. This is called exhaust manifold. Yeah, this is an O2 sensor for it, and I gotta find an adjustable wrench so that I can put that onto the new header, or I might not even do that today. I might just wait for that. We're just gonna have to see what happens, but I'm gonna go ahead and install the
Chucky got the sauce, bitch.
Alright. So I got the new exhaust manifold on. Along with the gasket. I didn't tighten it all the way. Only did a nice little tug fit. Only to play with the gasket. Before the gasket had like a little space here. And some space everywhere else. So what I wanted to do was make sure that was even everywhere, so that I can reduce the risk of having an exhaust leak. This is my first time playing with gaskets by myself. My first time doing it by myself, and it's really coming out very well. I'm happy to have gotten this far. So that was my goal for today: is get the headers out. And get the new one in, just temporarily. Get temporarily in. We still got to take. I still have to take this off to put the O2 sensor in here, so I can connect it to this sensor right here, which is still connected to this. Tomorrow, I will go to pull apart, and I will come back to install the exhaust hanger, which is for this part right here, so that will hang up. That will allow the exhaust to sit up, so I won't have to be scraping on it as often as I do now, and that's really going to help a lot in the long run. For some reason, I'm not sure exactly why my car didn't come with one, so outside of my history of owning the car for almost 2 years now, this October will be my second year of owning this car. It's kind of hard to tell how long I had this car because time just flew by so fast. And I would say I had the car for like 2.5 years now. So I had the car for 2.5 years now, but I'm not exactly sure as to why this car didn't come with an exhaust hanger before I owned it. So I'm not exactly sure what was up with that. Maybe I fell off, I don't know. But what I do know is that tomorrow I'm gonna pick one up from the pull apart. I'm also going to be I'm also going to be. I think that's something we can look at right now. Because if you guys look at this, the connectors are like all fucked up. It's like all fucked up. And the thing is about wow. Hold up. Okay, so if you guys look here, there's a spacer right here. The spacer tricks the car into thinking that there is an O2 sensor, or that I do have a catalytic converter. So that gets rid of the check engine light. So as to why I don't have one now, I'm not 100% sure. It's 100% guaranteed that as of right now, I do have an exhaust leak because I don't have either of the O2 sensors in. So that will lead to an exhaust leak. But as to so I'm kind of curious as to what's going to happen after I get these two O sensors in. And I think we can look at that right now, see where the other one is and what it looks like. But if I have to say, I did a fucking good job. And I'm not getting paid for this, so YouTube can't really demonetize me for this because I'm not getting paid. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But we gotta go all the way back there to see what's up. Alright, so the O2 sensor is right there, where I'm pointing at. I just took the connector off. And this is what it looks like, this is what it looks like. And the cable's ripped from this part, this side of the connector. This side is fine, this side isn't. So maybe I can put it back in. I'm about to see it right now if that will work. But if you guys look where I am sitting underneath, there's a wire right here, or a little hanger. Only because this car again didn't have an exhaust hanger for some reason, and it goes right here. And this is what we used to keep it up. Also, looking under here, I can start doing my own oil changes. Something tells me that there was an ABS delete because there's a lot of holes underneath here that aren't covered. So I'm not exactly sure what's up with that, and I'm not about to worry about it now. So I can start doing my own oil changes. So that should be fun. Or not. Or not. But everything seems to be looking good under here. You know, got the coilovers right there, all maxed out and everything. Just nice everything in general. Alright, so I'm gonna see if these can still go into the connector. I'm not exactly sure if there's like a specific way for this to be done, but I would assume that's like plug and play. I'm not exactly sure, so don't quote me on that. But I'm going to test it right now to make sure I don't have to pick this up from the pull apart. Alright, so I'll try testing to see if it will fit. But it does look like I will need a new sensor. So it took a 14 mil to get the headers off. So what will need to happen is that I need to bring a 14 mil and take off that downpipe. I believe that's also a 14 right there. I had to take those off so I can get to the catalytic converter. No, I don't need the headers. I just need to take this off so I can get to the headers, or the catalytic converter over there. Bring the catalytic over to here, and just swap these parts over. And swap the O2 sensors and whatnot. It's not going to be on this test pipe. It's going to be on this. It's going to go on to this one, and then in the next video, I'm going to be installing the downpipe, the exhaust hanger if I can find one, and then the test pipe, and along with the gaskets, and then see what happens from there. And then I'm not going to start the car then, because I do want to go ahead and get new spark plugs and spark plug wires. So I want to get the proper tools to do that. I already know what I need, but I know what I need to get. I just need to go get them. So I'm going to do that when the time comes after that, and then we'll be ready for a first start and finally get Chelsea back on the road. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Become part of the Tune Squad. If life is not great, tune it to make it better, 'cause that's what we're about. And guys, I'm happy, very happy, and I'll see you guys in the